So, a really common problem that some of my clients face is they know what they want to achieve in their business, but they're not exactly sure how to do that. And so, one of the disciplines that I utilize with them is something called a scorecard. Now, a scorecard is not a report. That's the main misconception about a scorecard. A scorecard is a list of 5 to 15 numbers at a very high level that give you an idea of how your business is doing. And my favorite analogy to use with scorecarding that differentiates this from reporting is the goal of weight loss. It's such a common goal for so many people, so it's incredibly relatable. Let's say I had a goal this year of losing 40 pounds, but the only thing I did every day with my behavior is step on a scale and look down. I probably wouldn't lose much weight. However, if every week I decided to pick a few numbers related directly to my own behaviors, things like drinking less sugary drinks, getting 60 minutes of exercise per day, spending more time in prayer, getting at least 8 hours of sleep every single day, those kinds of behavioral activities, in other words, things that I have complete control over. I have control over whether or not I do those things. And those all lead to positive results in weight loss. That's the idea of a scorecard. The scorecard measures behaviors. And so in your business, you can do the exact same thing. Let's imagine in your business that what you want this quarter is to decrease your operating expenses or increase profit on a certain product or item. Whatever the goal is, you start with what you want and work your way backwards in the process until you get to those behaviors that you control. And so you might wind up with things like more safety walks through the production facility, which of course leads to lower errors. You don't have direct control over errors or safety violations or anything like that, but you do have control over how often you or your managers are engaging in that safety check behavior. Something like that. From a sales perspective, it might be that what you want is to increase sales by 10%. Well, if you want to get to that, you have to go backwards in the process to the very beginning of your sales process. Activities, behaviors, things like how many outbound sales calls did we make today? How many outbound marketing social media posts did we make? How many cold calls, if that's something that your company does? Lots of companies still do cold calls and they still do work. So those are the behaviors that you have control over. And so the idea here is that we're going to measure behaviors that we have control over on a consistent basis. And over time, you're going to get what you want.